Welcome. My name is Tiffany Lumpkin if you're new here. I'm going to try to get into some cozy vibes today. I posted a picture recently on my Instagram and I ain't gonna lie, I surprised myself. I was looking at the photo and I got a lot of love for it. So I just want to say thank you. And I've probably been in the best shape I've been in my entire life. But what you see physically is only like a fraction of what God is doing on the inside. And also, too, some practical things that I love. I call it like my glow up diary. And I have a series on Instagram. It's called Glow and Tell. And it's so fun because as I'm glowing and on this journey of transformation, it's so fascinating because I don't gatekeep. So I called the series Glow and Tell, which I think the name is phenomenal. So I want to bring it over here to YouTube, more long form. And I have some notes, and I'm going to give you the top things that I've done over the past couple of years, and more recently, some I've learned in the last few weeks, some I've been doing, and they have really just allowed me to be on this amazing glow up journey. Now, it ain't perfect by any means, okay? But I love learning and sharing all the things that I know. Let's just get into it. I'm over here rambling. Let me just tell you what I'm doing. I was in Greece a few weeks ago, last week, however many weeks ago it was, and I was in my vibes and I was just having a good time with family and some friends, and I took a picture that I didn't know would get a lot of attention. I mean, I kind of knew. I ain't gonna lie. Let me stop playing. I'm just so proud of all the progress that I've made, and I by no means have all of the answers, but in today's video, I really want to break down the things that have just worked for me. My goal is that by the end of this video, you have some real practical ways that you can just level up, or hope it encourages you to create like your own glow up menu. And I want to talk about the things that I've done to just allow me to just be more intentional. Let's talk about what the concept lock-in season to me is. It's a season for me, I think, of being grounded, being intentional, minimizing all the distractions, and just staying like hella focused. I mean, like crazy focused. And sometimes I know for me, life forces me to just get focused at times. It does. Really, for me, it's just minimizing distractions, focusing, and just having something that you can just really ground on. All right, what's first on my list? I wrote this list down earlier. These are going to be some real practical tips. Okay, so first impressions, your smile says a lot. And I get a lot of compliments on my white teeth. So, quick little oral hygiene story. Started Invisalign 2 years ago. I did it for 18 months. And it is one of the best investments, if not top three, that I've ever made in myself for personal growth. And my smile, even when I travel, I may not even know the language, but when I smile, I want that to be an energy that can transfer joy, happiness, peace, calm. Like, I want people to see the goodness in me without even opening my mouth. Just that's the vibe. And when I was a little girl, I was actually born in Japan. My mother used to say, regardless of where you are in the world, you may not know the language, but the most universal language is kindness. And, the epitome of kindness is a smile. One of the ways that I keep my teeth super white, two tricks that I do, your glow up tips, get your pen and your paper. It's going to be exciting. Try to wear a deeper lipstick. So with the contrast of white, you want tones that are blue undertones, like a red lipstick. There's one by Fenty called Stunna. There's another lip by Ruby Red. If you have a favorite red lipstick that has a blue undertone, let me know in the comments. But it by far is so good. It makes your teeth look super white when you wear a red lipstick. Also do brown lipsticks. So I just have a nude gloss on today. I'm wearing Maybelline Cheeky Vinyl Lip. And then on top of that, I'm wearing the e.l.f. lip gloss. I don't know the shade, but that's what I have on my lips right now. And then the second thing that I do, believe it or not, is Crest Whitestrips. Yeah. And this is not sponsored. I'll leave all the links where links are. And what the little trick that I do is I rub my teeth, make sure that they're dry, make sure they're clean and dried, flossed. And then I wipe them off. And then I follow it up with, I put the strips on, but I don't do the strips normally. What I do is I cut the strips in half, because typically you're supposed to like put it on the front, curl it under, and then put it on the back. But I just only do the front. TikTok taught me. It was TikTok University. So I cut the white strips in half, and that way I can double my use. And I think for $45, sometimes they're on sale for like less than that off Amazon. I'll leave the link below. But they are the best at-home, safe whitening system that I've ever used. I actually used to use the gels and I would squirt it into my retainer, but it was messy and it was gross. And honestly, sometimes it was too concentrated to the point that it would like hurt. And that's not good. So when you're whitening your teeth, I'm a huge tea drinker. I don't do coffee, but I love my herbal teas. And that's how I keep my teeth super white. So having a contrasting lip color like a red or a brown makes your teeth super white looking. And then on top of that, if you pair it with just a good routine of making sure that you're flossing, using an electric toothbrush is really important too. Tongue scraper. I got the oral hygiene game down. I should have been an orthodontist. But Invisalign, if you know, it forces you to really just be on top of your oral hygiene. All right, number 2 on the list, wellness, obviously from the inside out, my vitamins and supplements. So I'm going to tell you all the things that I take. I take oregano oil. I take black seed oil capsules, quercetin, which is great for immune support. And I take a symbiotic, which is a probiotic and a prebiotic. It helps with gut health. And berberine is really good too. This is like nature's Ozempic. This helps with my metabolic health and it also helps with just the overall gut health. And then one of the most important things I take is creatine. Creatine is really good for muscle loss, preventing muscle loss, and also to protecting your brain. All the women in my family, I make them take it. My aunts, my mother. Creatine is so good, not just for preventing muscle loss, but if you're training or if you're like a fake athlete like me, I do a lot of strength training, but it allows me to train more often. And it's honestly what keeps my keeps my butt nice and tight. And all the definition that I have in my muscles and in my body, creatine has changed the game for me. And I can tell what my body looks like and how it performs, and also how it recovers in my mind. I'm not as sharp. I can tell when I'm on creatine and when I'm not on creatine. It makes a really big difference. So my supplements, oregano oil, that is by far one of the most powerful herbs in the world. I used to take that oil and have a carrier and dilute. I just started taking the capsules. And then I also used to take black seed oil, like just the oil, like the liquid. If you could do black seed oil by itself, you're built real different. It's not for me, but I love the benefits that it gives. Let's look at what the benefits are because I don't want to lie to you. What are the benefits of black seed oil? I know it's good for something, but I'm making this YouTube video. Let me help the people out. So the benefits of black seed oil are immune support. Look at me, smart, anti-inflammatory. It's allergy relief, skin, hair health, gut, digestive, hormone, blood sugar regulation, cellular health, anti-aging, like basically everything. Black seed oil. And if you can't take the oil like me, just try the capsules. Those are really good. So that's what I do for my vitamins. And then I also said quercetin. That's good for immune support. I'm in people's faces all day long. I take a lot of immune support vitamins, but I don't overdo it with the direction of my doctor. So oregano oil, black seed oil capsules, quercetin, and then my symbiotic, and then my creatine, which helps with my muscle definition and my brain health. Another thing that I'm taking right now, it's not a supplement, it's a prescription. I don't think I've told you all here on YouTube, but I have officially been on Accutane for 2 months and it's going really well. I was a little nervous because my dermatologist, shout out to Dr. Hogan. If you're in the DC area, she's at Cosmetica Dermatology out in the East End, like near Georgetown. And she's phenomenal. The clinic is gorgeous, but she's so gifted and talented. I've been fighting getting on Accutane for a very long time. We'll do a whole separate video on that, but it is one of the best decisions that I've made for me. It is not for everyone, but if you're not familiar, Accutane is the brand name for isotretinoin. It's an oral capsule that I take. I used to take it once daily. Now I take it twice daily because we're upping the dosage. And I have fungal acne, bacterial acne. I have all types of things. I have seborrheic dermatitis. All of that is gone. And I was doing all these topical things on my face. But when you got acne from the rooter to the tutor, I got acne on my back and my shoulders and my chest. Accutane just seemed to be the best choice. And we were cracked up laughing because I was like, why didn't I do this sooner? And Dr. Hogan was like, I tried to tell you. And she understands because she is somebody that suffers from acne naturally. And Accutane, do your research. It's not for everyone, but that should probably been the number one thing on this list. is my skin journey, because it got to the point that my acne started to just kind of affect my confidence. And if you're someone that suffers from any type of skin issue or condition, you understand that, especially with acne, it's like every day I woke up, there's something on my face. And especially with my line of work and what I do, and being online, showing up for you all, especially being a professional hair and makeup artist, your makeup can only look as good as your skin looks. So I just wanted to personally share that journey that I'm on. If you are considering doing Accutane, talk to a doctor. And it may or may not be for you, but it certainly has been for me. And God is good, because I don't know why I'm not going through the purge. A lot of people get on Accutane and then a few months in, I got to knock on wood. Let me knock on a tree, at least something. But we're doing pretty good. And I took a break when I went to Greece because she wanted me to come off of it because I'd be in the sun. And your skin is super sensitive on Accutane. I can scratch myself and it will be like a whelp. So my skin is just very sensitive right now. The only thing that I'm using is cleanser, moisturizer, and SPF. If you want to see an updated skincare routine and what I use, let me know in the comments. All right, that was a very long vitamin supplements and prescriptions, but cheers to the glow up. Number 3, sleep hygiene. So one of the things I started doing, when you wake up in the morning and if you have like an iPhone or an alarm on your phone, it's like that, like that noise. That is not a good way to wake up. So I bought this crazy expensive alarm called the Hatch. It was ridiculous, but it's worth it. It wakes you up. It's like baby angels that wake you up every morning. It's like this like gradual sunrise. So it's turning on the lights on the little machine. It's also acts as a white noise machine. And then the noise, you can select whatever noise you want. It could be RuPaul that wakes you up, like, wake up, bitch. Or it could be like a harp or a violin, like whatever you want it to be. But it's like, and it kind of like, that was a horrible example, but it gradually wakes you up and takes you out of the stages of like deep sleep, REM sleep. So instead of just shocking your nervous system first thing in the morning, I was like, I can't do my days like this. This is ghetto. Like, I'm ready to fight the moment I wake up. So it's really helped with my sleep hygiene. No more harsh alarm clocks. That's done number 3. So my sleep hygiene, monitoring what that looks like. I have my Oura ring. Sometimes I might get a good long night's rest, but it's not a good night rest. So my Oura ring is really good at telling me the type of sleep quality that I'm getting. Number 4 on the list is going to the gym. Y'all know this was going to be on a list. You knew it was. But let me tell you what I do. My split is basically what I do each day. 75% of my workout is strength and conditioning, a little bit of cardio after I lift. So most of what I do is I'm in the gym lifting, and I lift heavy, especially on leg days. I'm not lifting right now because I'm still healing, because I pulled my hamstring in Greece doing a split that I had no business doing. It was fun though. And then 25% of that is mobility. So back in the day, I would only do Pilates. And then recently I was like only doing strength training. But my body has never looked better when I combine the both. So if you are doing strength training, I highly encourage you to do Pilates or some type of mobility, like yoga. It can be anything, reformer. And if you're only doing the mobility stuff, like if you're just a Pilates princess, that's cute. Love that for you. But I've learned everybody's routine and wellness journey is different. But I've learned, for me, what works for me is when I combine the two, I'm like in Super Saiyan mode. It's insane. So 75% of my workouts are strength training and 25% are, mobility. And if you're in the New York area, there is a Black-owned Pilates studio that mixes strength training. It's called Trap House. It's so good. And it's Black-owned. So if you're in the New York area, Trap House like combines 2, so you don't need 2 separate memberships. It's really, really good. And conditioning, so making sure you're getting that cardio in. I do between 20 to 30 minutes of cardio every day that I strength train. That's the goal. I don't love it, but just get on the Stairmaster. I put like a little weighted vest on, and then I'd be like, ooh, so tired. I'm tired now, I'm not gonna lie. It's just my cozy little Sunday. Okay, moving on. I just feel like y'all in the house with me, chilling. My hair. I get a lot of questions about my hair. And I'm not just saying that, y'all ask me about, no, all y'all talk about is my hair, and I love it because I've worked not hard on it at all. My hair is an autopilot. This is a full wig. I would take it off and touch it, but I can't see myself. and I don't want to mess nothing up. But as a Black woman, I just got tired of waking up worrying about my hair. It's kind of similar to highly successful people have systems and adjusting the system as needed, but there's certain things that you shouldn't just have to worry about, like what you eat, what you wear, how you appear. Those are the things that you can just, if you can, just put that on autopilot. It's a privilege, obviously. But if you know you wear a ponytail every single day, rock that ponytail. There's many reasons why you shouldn't just rock the ponytail for hair tension reasons, but you know how you wear your hair. But if you want to switch it up, I love wigs because it allows me to switch up the length, the texture, the color. One day I'm like a redhead, like a brunette. The next day I have like this gorgeous ash blonde. Yeah, I love my wigs. My wig designer, I have a custom wig designer. I send her a picture of anything out of a magazine and it's in my doorstep 2 weeks later, sometimes 3. Give her about a month. No promises. But Arami Salih, she's based in the US, but she ships worldwide. And she is the designer of this beautiful unit. As soon as this video ends, I'm taking this wig off, grabbing my little book. And speaking of book, that's a part of my glow up. I've been trying to do less screen time, and everybody and their mother is reading Kennedy Ryan. So I was like, let me take a little, peek into her novels. I'm reading Real right now, which the first 10 minutes of the book, I was like, oh, wow. Like, I love a book. I just started it a few days ago. I'm going to dedicate myself to looking at it today. But Kennedy Ryan, I'm trying to just do less screen time. I do a lot of self-help books. One of the books I love that I'm reading, what's on audio, is Why We Sleep. And when I was talking about sleep hygiene, Why We Sleep is too good. If you're not taking your sleep seriously, don't read that book because it's going to scare you straight. Remember that show, Scared Straight? That's what it is for sleep. It's called Why We Sleep. I'm still reading it, but every time I listen to it, I feel so shameful. I'm like, I really got to work on my sleep hygiene, which is why I'm going to probably take a nap right after this. So I put this little lamp. Is this the cutest little thing? I feel like a whole scholar with an entire lamp for my little book. TT is in full effect. So put this, if you're an auntie, put this little lamp for your book. Put this on your TT uniform. It's the cutest little thing. I also put one, I need to get another one for my hair and makeup professional kit. So when I'm on an assignment and on a job, I can snap it to the top and see what's inside my kit if I'm anywhere dark doing hair and makeup. So reading, reducing my screen time and reading is one of the things that I'm trying to do for just a better imagination. And I know as adults, a lot of the times when we do read, it's like self-help books and finance and money and all the things, business and branding, at least for me. But I wanted to start getting into more novels. All right, what else do we have on the list? Money is energy, and you have to make sure that you direct it intentionally. None of these things on this list matter if, for me, my finances aren't together, because my finances can stress me out. They stress all of us out, especially in this economy. Yeah, I ain't gonna let the devil steal my joy. So making sure that I just direct that energy intentionally and making sure that I know what's coming in and I know what's coming out. In the app that I use, it's also a desktop version, Quicken Simplifi. So I'm able to track my income, my expenses, and also my goals. But let me tell you why this is special. What sold me is it has a combination of being able to track your personal finances along with your business finances all in one place. So they're not two separate things, especially as a sole proprietary LLC, because I am the business low-key. It's like me and a few contractors. Shout out to my new editor. On the list is daily hydration. Hydration is a part of the beauty routine. This is tea, but sometimes I'll just carry this around the house with some hot water and some lemon, and I'll drink that. And someone told me a long time ago it's better to drink hot water, or at least room temperature water, because cold water shocks your system. Are there any nutritionists or doctors in the comments? Let me know. Is that a myth? Is that a fact? Drinking ice cold water can shock the system. And for me, I tend to drink more water when it's not super cold. I kind of like it room temperature with a little bit of like hot water in it. And I just drink more that way. Rituals. So dedicating a day of the week, if it's an hour, it doesn't even have to be a whole day. the silence and the stillness that I'm able to experience on Sundays is so beautiful, and just being intentional with that. And I do what I can when I'm traveling, obviously. I then have these rituals that I take with me, even if it's something that I can't dedicate an entire day to. So remember I was telling you I love herbal teas? My favorite tea in the world is rooibos tea. It's native to South Africa. Y'all already know how I feel about South Africa. South Africa is my favorite place in the world. South Africa is the place where the woman that you see today was born. And I know that sounds like I'm exaggerating, but I lie to you not. The person I was when I got on that plane and the person I was when I returned home, I feel like I went home. And I feel like I was reminded of who I am. It was a very dark time, one of the darkest times in my life. I just came through my divorce, my 2-week marriage. And yeah, rooibos tea is very special for many, many, many reasons. And it's my way to set a ritual to slow down and just live life with a little intention. So I just hope that this video encourages you, that if you're worrying, understand the definition of worrying just means you're worshiping the problem. Live a life of gratitude, because gratitude is the best attitude. When you are thankful for what you have, and if you're taking care of what you already have, especially your finances, God has the ability to make more room for abundance when he sees that you're already a good steward over what you already have. So don't worry, because worrying is just worshiping the problem. So yeah, set some clear intentions, set some clear goals, and don't be stressing out. Like, this world will try to steal your joy. Have a cup of tea and just look out the window and let him figure it out. Like, they're not your bills, they're God's bills. They're not your problems, they're God's problems. And I absolutely 100% mean that. Don't you let these people stress you out. Those are honestly really all of my things. So this is just an official invite to invite you to slow down, reset. And these are just some of the few things that I've practiced on my glow up journey and my lock-in season. That's what it's kind of looking like these days. So when I post these pictures of my life looking amazing, no, it's work. It's a full-time job believing in myself. It's a full-time job believing in yourself. So if you enjoyed this, I welcome you to join. I have an online community and a podcast. It's called The Transformation Passport. It's a wellness-centered community. We started hosting in real life events. So last week, we hosted my very first event for Transformation Passports. It was a floral arrangement class. I know. And then coming up, the next event that we're going to do is a self-defense class for women in Washington, D.C. And we'll do events all over the country. But I invite you to the Transformation Passport community. If you aren't subscribed to the newsletter, it's completely free. Go to transformationpassport.com. And also to follow me on Instagram. I'm there every single day. Listen, I always say this, but your time is the most valuable thing you have. So I just appreciate you for sharing it with me, because, yeah, life is so precious. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. It's time for my nap.